It's been a while since we looked at a, let's say, film that has a bit of steaminess, or a thriller, or an erotic thriller. So this time we're looking at a film called The Last Seduction.
Everybody good? Good? You good?
Jesus Christ. Who's a girl got to suck around here to get a drink?
What was it about? While a strong-willed telemarketing major steals her husband's drug money and hides out in a small town where she meets the perfect dupe for her next scheme. One thing I had discovered when I watched this thing is that a majority of the men that she interacts with, like when she say okay, like when suddenly she's say, oh, I like you, it seems say every so often they basically just say, I don't know, I feel say the men are written very much dumb, a little bit dumb. Of Bridget Gregory or Rindy Croy, in the fact that she is always in a way under control, and that say yes, even though say at first say hey, she's coming from a bad situation.
You walk the streets like that?
Hey.
You're an idiot.
Hey!
And that it seems like she is a bit manipulative, and then so is her, her husband's say not so great either.
Grand plus interest, I doubt it. Come here, you gotta give a little love nip to your conquering. Something wrong? Fear.
In this case, Clay Gregory, played by Bill Pullman, who he's going through hey, I need to pay off this dude and all that. And once she's trying to leave to move to another place, and she ends up meeting a guy named Mike Swall, played by Peter Berg, and at first it's say yes, she's trying to say, shh, keep a low profile, keep a low profile.
How many lovers?
What, do I get extra credit points for experience?
How many lovers?
13, 12.
Any prostitutes?
No.
Yeah! You're a dirty, dirty liar!
And she at first is pretty good in that she's able to do that. And she once that Mike and Wendy once they say, hey, let's make it a little steamy.
Hi.
It's a local call. It's personal.
And all that. And yes, I'll admit that some of the moments are steamy. At the same time, yes, Linda, Frentano, I'm probably butchering that, I apologize. I think she does a wonderful job. She does a really good job with her role. At the same time, I'm honest and saying, how is it that no one immediately gets it that she's say, okay, yes, there are moments where Mike is going to say, hey, what, you're saying that people should just kill?
Wendy.
Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it.
I mean, you're keeping me at arm's length all the time. I'm starting to feel like some kind of a...
Sex object.
Yes, exactly, a sex object.
Live it up.
or something like that, and it's just like say that would have been the moment where like say, dude, not a red flag, a giant uh like say red flashing light, get out of there, get out of there. I'm sure you could find another woman who you could have fun with. And around this time too, that Clay, he's trying to like, okay, get in contact with his wife, and he hires a detective. And like, they're trying to like say, okay, well, where is she? Like they try like say have moment where like say, okay, keep on the phone, keep on the phone. And
You are beautiful. Let it ring. Okay, here we go.
What's the number?
555-5163.
Call you right back.
all that. And one thing that detective does is like he's trying to like figure out where she is, he goes to where she's at. And after a night where Wendy and Mike are having an argument, and he decides to go to play hockey because she's being completely crazed. She basically just like says, okay, she's gonna drive away. The detective finds her, and like he basically says, okay, now get going, get driving. The moment in which she basically like say, hey, because he's black, and she's just like say, hey, let me see it or something like that. I'd just like say, hey, dude, that would have been the moment where you just like say, okay, fuck this.
Okay, there. You happy? What the hell are you doing?
That would have been the moment, dude. That would have been the moment. Would have been the moment. But then again, like say, it also shows like say how she's totally in control too, in a way. And eventually, like say, yeah, like we learn a little bit of the past for the character of Mike. Like there was a woman that he was, like had been with in the past named Trish, and it didn't go well. And I'll be honest, like say near the end, that like that little bit of a reveal, kind of like say, and once once Mike is like say, okay, I'm in this for the long haul. Uh, Wendy basically says like say, okay, you're going to go to this location, you're going to go to this location, and you're going to hold hostage my ex, like say this guy named Clay. And I do I do kind of funny like when he basically goes like say like I can't do it, like I'm sorry, Wendy. And he even like say Clay's going to say Wendy.
Hey, hold it right there. Hold it right there, pal. Hold it. Hey, right there, right there.
And um after that, like say you have scenes where like say okay, Wendy goes just like kills Clay with like shoving pepper spray down his throat.
Wendy.
And I'm just like saying, well, I guess that's a pretty good kill for a thriller. And eventually we will get the reveal that Mike's ex, which with his relationship that didn't work out.
Trish wasn't really coming to Beston, Mike.
What did you say?
You shouldn't have told me you never slept with a man before. It must have been some wild night, you getting married so fast. You couldn't believe
Stop!
how to keep the goods hidden for a whole 2 days. What did he do? Tell you the little wobbly thing in the back of your throat was a clitoris?
Stop it.
You married a man, you farm faggot.
Go fuck yourself.
I should be mad at that. I should be mad at that. But then again, I have to remind myself, there was a time when, like, say, reveals like that were pretty common. Like, where it's like, say, let's try to, like, say, make the audience, like, you know, like, give a reveal that will gross the audience out. And at the same time, like, nowadays, for, like, I guess for me, I'm just gonna say, well, I guess this is, like, say, a reel that makes, like, I guess, I don't know. Because, like, you know, like, Mike is so secretive because he's in way too. I mean, mostly because he's just wanting to know who, Wendy is, as well. So, oh yeah, and, Wendy also says, like, say, hey, take advantage of me. I'm just like, say, at that point, like, say, Mike, even though she basically just, like, hits you, like, say, at a time, like, when you, like, like, in a, like a time period, that should have been the moment where you just, like, say, fuck this, get out, get out. You could have gotten out of this sequence, out of this scenario, 20 minutes ago. You could have done that. But nope. He eventually gets taken to jail. And, you know, like, his lawyers still, like, say, hey, what happened? Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence, dude? And he's just like, ah. So Wendy ends up burning the evidence, too. So all loose ends are taken care of, I guess. So yeah, this was a film where I was just, like, say, I'm exhausted. Oh well. The actors did a good job. At times it can be a little bit funny, and even at times it can be a bit steamy. But yeah, not too bad, I guess. See ya.